the project really started when Kelsen Butler approached me with the idea of staging a really ambitious exhibition. And we talked together about making a book and exhibition that really captured and celebrated and portrayed the heart of rugby.
There were thousands of photos considered by the research team for the project. The final 150 that have been chosen represent 75 of the world's leading sports photographers from a range of photographic agencies around the world.
Our ambition was to draw photos from, leading photographers, archives around the world, and then bring them together in a way that really evoked the emotions that are so central to rugby.
And amongst the photographers that are represented, some of the iconic names in sports photography. You have Dave Rogers and the late Colin Elsey from England, Billy Stickland from Ireland, Wessel Oosthuizen from South Africa, and the likes of Ross Land, Peter Bush, and Andrew Cornaga from New Zealand.
Paul was a really important choice for us. He's a brilliant writer. He's written a number of really important sports books, but he's also a fantastic writer of fiction, a multi-award winning writer. And I just felt he would bring a really special perspective to the project, really bring an editorial quality to it.
With all due modesty, I think the photographs are the stars. So, I simply tried to provide a text that had, some substance and interest, and actually worked as an accompaniment to the photographs, which are fantastic. What I did was that I had long interviews with 5 great players from 5 different countries. John Kirwan from New Zealand, Nick Farr-Jones from Australia, Joel Stransky from South Africa, Martin Johnson from England, and Philippe Sellard from France. So those interviews provided the basis for the text. They were immensely helpful and very interested in the project, I felt. From my point of view, it was a pleasure. They had a lot to say. They're very thoughtful about the game. They all remain in love with the game. Nick Farr-Jones does have some misgivings about the impact of professionalism, but on the other hand, he's the one who's probably most nostalgic for the pre-professionalism era, so they all had a lot to offer.
I'd like to think people that visit the exhibition will share the experience with somebody else. Stand back, take a look at the photos, maybe recall the moment when that photo happened. So it's a real shared experience.
Rugby has played a huge role in my life. The moments I've had watching my school teams, my club team, my provincial team, the All Blacks, it's been the source of so much pleasure and anxiety and so many friendships. And, it's dominated a big chunk of my life. And to actually see this exhibition and to see the heart of what this is all about and have myself reminded why this game's so great and why it's been such an enduring love of mine. I hope that other people will have that experience when they go and see it too, that they can just feel good about the fact that rugby's been part of their life and celebrate the great game.
As I think comes through in the book, rugby is a universal language, and I've had many rugby conversations with Frenchmen that neither of us have probably communicated that well, but we got the general idea.
The great photos transcend time. They evoke an emotion, they capture the love of the game, and I'd like to think that that's what we've achieved with this project.